She's eating a cookie. Let's go 7.1. We'll go. All right, let's get right into it, everybody. Time for a bit of microscopy and chill. All right, all right. Oh, we gotta do it to it. Oh, but first I gotta update this little doohickey. What's a majigger? Thingamabob. There it is. Alright, pull up Chatterina so I can keep track of you guys. How do I hide my chatter count on Chatterino? Let's see, general. Show. I don't want to see chat. Look. We're going to go here. Emotes. Stack bits. Let's see here. Visible. There we go. Prime bits. Sub-giver. Subscriber. Channel broadcast. Chat title. Viewer count. There we go. Category and title. Oh, something just moved. Do you guys see that? There we go. Now I can't see the viewer count. That's what I wanted. Alright, where are we at? So, I realized I was being stupid. And for all of these times, all of these microscope streams, I've had my microscope camera plugged into my USB hub. And my USB hub plugged into my computer. And so you might notice that tonight's microscope stream is going to be a lot smoother. And the motion's going to be a lot crisper. And that's because I've done something. Okay. Here's a little guy. Times like this, I wish I had better optics. We could also try the other camera attachment. We might have to go to different software for that, but we'll try it out. First, we gotta find something to look at. There's something to look at. We want to go to dark field for this. It's another one of these mysterious red dealy hobbies. We got a name on these last time. Forget what this was called. Let's go back. If you're just joining, hello, I'm Del, and this music is a bit too much for microscopy. Let's check out the rock channel on here. Sometimes it's just a bit crazy too. Alright, try that out then. So this sample of water has been sitting for 2 days now. So we're gonna see, we may have a reduced number of living things. slides, but we're gonna try a few slides worth. Yeah, that's some bug part. Let's see what it looks like in real color. I got a number of follows while I was away, so looks like Mitch, Live the Moments, Crystal TV, Steve of Absence, Twilarg, Drop Bear Antics, and Potassium. I recognize a few of those names from a Tiny World stream. If you haven't checked it out yet, or if you enjoy what you're seeing here, A Tiny World, Julie, she does it better than I do. She's definitely has better equipment and has been doing this longer than I have, so she's got some more knowledge on these things as well. But I recommend her stream. She streams earlier in the day. Educational. Edutainment. So we're going to do a bit of a warm-up here, looking at tiny things. And then a little bit later tonight, we'll grab the joystick and throttle. And we'll go fly some spaceships in Elite Dangerous. Spend a little more time poking around this sample. I keep finding these things. Let's go to Dark Field. You can take a look at this. Yep. It's another one of these. Just like this. This one, as you can see, is on a stalk. It's got some kind of stalky bit to it. This one seems to be free of a stalk. Those are interesting though. Those might be maybe some kind of insect egg. I really don't know. This one appears to be somewhat transparent as well, where some of the others that I've seen are very opaque. There's some diatoms. Hello. Found a guy. Let's see what we have here. Not going to turn out too sharp. Let's go back. One thing that I'm starting to work on now is playing with the settings here to try and get us a more crisp image. Oh, come back. Oops. Oh, I don't like that hue. What is that? Something just rushed past or caused some kind of delta P. Let's see if we can find out what might have done that. Okay, also this music is too much. No. No, I don't like this band. This is all... You're letting me down, Pretzel. It's all not great. Let's try this. Okay. We'll give that a shot. This might be a pretty thing. See, that's an interesting shape. I don't see it at all. Okay, those streaks are streaks I've left on the cover glass, I bet. Something up with the cover slip. Must be two overlapping pieces of algae or something. Let's keep looking. Every time I've kept looking just a little bit, I've been rewarded. Let's see what we can find in here. There's a broken piece of one of those things. Maybe we can learn a little bit more about it now that we see one that's damaged. That'd be cool. Nope. Yeah. Sort of cellular pattern here. I think it might be plant matter. Maybe some kind of plant matter. Not too sure. Oh, 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 oh. They're pretty, like snowfields. Oh, wow. That is a great view of a diatom shining. This is a great identifier of a diatom. See how it's glimmering like this? So, it's at just the right angle that the oblique light coming from the above LED, very technical terms here, it's refracting through the silica shell of the diatom so that it's really showing off how opalescent they can be. So if I bring it slowly in and out of focus, well, actually, I guess it was turning on the little currents. And then here's this guy being mysterious. Let's get an internal view. I don't think that's a rotifer. A rotifer. I hear people calling him rotifer. Thank you, Julie. So I'm guessing that's probably right. I'm not sure what you are. Let's take a brief clip. There we go. There's an interesting current coming up from between here. See this? We've created a current here. Neat. Oh, there goes those little cluster pod things. I don't know what those are. Yeah, we didn't look down here at this pasture. There was a Roddy swimming around here earlier, but I don't know where it's gone. There's gonna be some action here, I think. Let's take a look. Go down to 250 times. That's where things get fun. Just look at the variety of algae, diatoms, other little microbes. Hang on, I had the name of these. Let me look this up really quick. Nope, don't voice chat. Get out of here. I gotta go to my own tweets. Big brain stuff right here. I hate when that happens. Eugenia. Eugenia? That might be what these little guys are. We'll take a look, and if it's what I think are Eugenia, then there'll be two varieties. There'll be some green ones and some red ones. But now I've also played with some of the white balance settings. So the hue could be a little thrown off. Although I think that's fine at 0. Okay. Whatever they sure are glittery. Oh. That might be another one. Sure is acting funny though, isn't it? Why is it warping and twisting so much? None of these others are behaving in that way. Like, these are all swimming pretty orderly fashion. Something's wrong with this. Shouldn't be doing that, right? Huh. Something's wrong. You're sick, bro. So there's a vampire slaying kit up for auction right now if anybody's interested in starting a new career. It's worth between 2,000 and 3,000 pounds. Comes with pliers, rosary, and a bottle of shark's teeth. An ivory-robed wolf carrying rosary beads, as well as a blue vial with mysterious contents and a silver-bladed pocket knife. And just inside the lid is an oval enamel painting that depicts the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Seriously, something is wrong with this guy, dude. He's not well. Ugh. Chalk that up to, huh. I love all these different star-shaped algaes floating around in here. Like snowflakes. Each one is so unique. Oh my god. So unique. That doesn't look like an algae. Does it? There goes another diatom sliding by up there. Diatoms are amazing organisms. Hey, Sound. Good evening. Morning. What's up? We're warming up the stream with a little bit of microscope fun. Oh, we got some strings in here. How's the weather? How's the food? How's the you? Eating now? Nice. I love when you, so is it lunch? Or is it breakfast? Breakfast? Oh, Vorticella. Didn't expect to see you here. But that is a Vorticella. Neat. Yeah, today's lunch. Cool. There's a lot of little somethings here, aren't there? I'm doing well. Yeah. Hey, Drop Bear. I remember you from Julie's stream. Thanks for coming by. Good to see you, man. Yeah, it's funny. I started doing this, and then I put up some tweet, and there's actually a Julie saw me doing this, and then she saw me tweeting some archery, and it was just like, whoa, similarities. So yeah, I've been checking in on her and looking at what she's doing, learning some stuff. She has been doing this much more than I have. Did I do that? Did you see that whole pressure shift inside the glass there? Yeah, the microscope streams are really fun. Also, you came at a good time, Drop Bear, because I've, up until tonight, and Zound, you're going to notice this, I've had my microscope camera plugged in through my USB hub, and then my USB hub connected to my computer. And look at how smooth this is now, like, and snappy and crisp. It's such an improvement. Oh, that's a pretty diatom. Look at you. Ooh, motile. Let's get a look at you in Darkfield and see if we can see your shine. The opalescent shine on these diatoms is great. So one thing, oh no, we can't. So we're gonna bring in another light source here. See if we can hit it with more oblique light. So what Julie does is she has what got me doing the microscope thing. You know, it's I've always been a really curious person. I love exploring. I love learning. I've had toy-ish microscopes in the past, but recently my wife's boss's dad, she works in a field where microscopes and microbiology is important, and so they had an extra microscope, and they brought it by for me and my daughter to play with, just so we could, you know, amuse ourselves. And it came with camera attachments, and I realized there were possibilities. Now, I'd begun streaming back in January, so I had already had the platform up, and I had already learned how to do the Twitch thing. But I was just streaming video games, which is fine. But one of my joys and passions in life is that feeling of discovery, and not only that, but sharing it. Sharing those passions has never been easier. Literally just have to turn on a camera and sit here doing this, and then I get opportunities to share it. But right now I'm doing it in a not super efficient way. I'm making slides right here. Actually, let's make a new slide. It's about time. I make slides, and then I just push the slides around on the stage. Jules has a bit more of a sophisticated setup, wherein she makes petri dishes, and she is basically not growing, you know, water bears, but she's sort of hydrating tree bark samples and hunting for water bears in there, which I'm going to get some petri dishes, and I cannot wait to do. But we're doing it a little bit different here. For science, yes. That's right, Drop Bear. So good of you to come. I love making new friends too. That's the other great thing about Twitch is I have met so many great and interesting people and got to have so many wonderful conversations and opportunities to learn new things. I feel like maybe I do have a lot to share and I've got some knowledge, but most of the time that I'm here on Twitch doing anything remotely like this, I'm the one doing the learning. And I love it if people join me in learning. I'm gonna try to get a little chunk here. Gotcha. Okay, new sample. Dropper, I'd like that very much. Yeah, I'm like I said, so I mostly play Elite Dangerous. So as far as like my Twitch, people that I know on Twitch is other Elite Dangerous gamers, and then one or two science streamers, but mostly As far as this realm, SciComm, exploration and discovery, and just hanging out is uh, Jules is my only connection, dude. I've got 1,700 hours in Elite Dangerous. I run a squadron that has now 330 members. Global. The sun never sets on the Ishtar sovereignty. So yeah, that's my game. Love that game. So we're going to play some of that actually. We've got war in one of our systems tonight. So we're going to go do some conflict zones and conquer a new system in the name of my squadron. You were a Kickstarter? Wow, dude. That's cool. It's a lot to get into. It's a lot. Alright, let's try a new slide. I got slides to wash, people. Chat, slides need washing. Okay. How are the levels? How's the audio? Can you hear any music? Can you hear my voice okay? How's everything? Technically. I want to make sure that all is the way it should be. Oh, hello. Mic could be louder. Mic could be louder. The mic could be louder. How's that? I feel like, yeah, that's probably good. With the right, I zoomed in? No, okay. Maybe I heard a tiny world drop the knowledge fellowship. No, I probably had just left at that point, or I had lagged out. I was having some trouble because I was in the garden watering. I had the hose in one hand, which is really leaky, so my right hand was just wet, and then I had my phone in the left, and I was trying to type in chat with my left thumb, which is challenging. But I missed the fellowship. But if they need my bow, they can have it. You know, in the proverbial pledgy sort of sense. I don't hold any degrees. I'm not lettered. I didn't go to school for any of this stuff. I'm just a passionate amateur. With a bit of fortune to have the tools at my disposal to do things like this. But if you want to signal boost this fellowship, isn't that pretty? Education focused streamers plus viewers. Cool. I would love to rub elbows with those people. People smarter than I. That's always good. No matter how much I might end up sharing the knowledge that I'm able to acquire. Oh, please post it. Yes. I would always feel a sickening degree of imposter syndrome if I were to be doing SciComm in a serious way, because I'm not a scientist, but I love science and I love learning, but I'm not a scientist. I don't do the research that these people get to report. Yeah, look at all this Eugenia. And there's another one of these. I would love to figure out what I'm looking at here. Look, we found so many. There's one. And here's another one. Look at that. So I don't know what all of these are. But look, we've got quite a few. I keep finding them. I found one that was slightly broken as well. This one looked like it was on a stalk, but this is the only one I've seen that had a stem-like protrusion on it. Oh, hello. Ah, come back, you. I think on a Tiny World stream, she uses, she must have some great hand-eye coordination. I know but there's got to be a slide because it moves in such straight lines. These are freshwater samples, Drop Bear. They come from a local municipal pond. And actually, the one we're looking at right now, oh, I'm blocking it. The one we're looking at right now comes from a municipal pond that is very artificial. Stone walls, no earthen ring at all. I think it's a completely artificial pond. Now I have another sample from a natural municipal pond. The problem is, well, there might be some algae down there I can get now that it's settled. Actually, let's try that. Because this pond has a ton of algae and a load of eugenia, a lot of rotifers, and I found some interesting slugs. So there's some new things in here that aren't in sample A. So 2 separate freshwater ponds that we can look at here. There's a roti right there. And you, it's another one of those. Now I don't know if this is another kind of rotifer because it has the same kind of features. It has the foot, it has the mouth parts, the complex mouth parts, but when we watch these swimming around in a more free environment, they look flat and they seem to have a shell-like back. You know, so it almost looks more crustacean in style. Oh, whoa! That's a really pretty. That's a beryllium sphere, guys. We found a beryllium sphere, everybody. We can finally get off of this godforsaken world. Isn't that pretty? Let's see if I can adjust some things here before I take this picture. I hope nobody here has tryptophobia. The artificial sharpness has an interesting effect. 60 exposure. What if we turn it up? No, let's leave it at 60. Okay. Is this pond water? Tropics, it is pond water. Yeah, freshwater, city pond water. That could be an air bubble, actually. Ah, did you see that appear? I think this is an air bubble. It just creates a really... Yes, look at it. Those are little oils or something created a little pocket. It just created a really interesting optical effect because of the way the light was warping. Yes, definitely an air bubble. I thought we were looking at a really interesting little spheroid thing in the water, but never mind. False alarm, everybody. Let's make another sample. This one, see, there's another one. There's our weird thing. See, they're semi-transparent in the middle. Can't figure out what we're looking at there. There's a rotifer with this little foot right here. He's really struggling around all these eugenia. These guys are really crowding it out. They've reproduced like mad. I think even just 2 days ago when I looked in this sample, I didn't see quite as many eugenia. It's pretty impressive. That's one thing I've discovered as this is my 4th set of samples, I think. And I'll usually keep them over a period of 5 days or so before I dump them. And before I dump them, it's interesting to see, as time goes by, which species really take over inside of this tiny ecosystem. And it really looks like these little eugenia microbes are really the ones that are dominating in this space. The Discord link is the Knowledge Fellowship is there. A committee member, so you say shamelessly shill for the TKF. Shill on, man. When it comes to SciComm and spreading knowledge and passion for knowledge and learning, we need more shills. We need more shameless, diehard fans of discovery and the ardor that comes with that. To that end, let's make another slide. Shall we? We shall. So somebody asked if I could do any backyard streaming, because I do a little bit of woodworking and I do a bit of archery. Hey, TKF ain't just STEM, it's anything educational. All right. Cool. Well, I mean, I'll definitely come through. Let me click that link right now so I can get on that. Open up in my Discord. Join TKF. Okay, I will go through the membership joining process. I'm sure there's rules and things to read, so I will do that when I can give it my full attention. And then while I'm at it, I'll go ahead and plug my socials here. So I'm most active on Twitter, though I do post some stuff on Instagram on occasion. And then if for any reason you wanted to get a hold of me directly and you're not able to get me live, there's my Discord. It's a pretty quiet place because, you know, I'm just beginning this whole thing. All right, this is going to be interesting. So something bad happened in this pond. I think they either treated it with something or they just filled it. But something bad happened. The last time I came to this pond, I was able to get a big wad of stringy algae. And then on all that stringy algae, I found countless colonies of Vorticella, rotifer, tons of ciliated protozoa, a really nice, delicate ecosystem. Loads of diatom. For an inner city pond, it was pretty great. Well, I went this time, and the water level was about 2 feet higher, and so I wasn't able to get to any algae mats, so I had to take a relatively clear sample. So let's see what we can find in this one. Membership is open to all, however be aware that there is a nomination process to go through to become a featured TKF streamer. Okay, cool. So this isn't my only gig, like as far as the content that I stream. I also do the video games. I try to mix it up. What would happen if I put food coloring in the water? Well, that's a good question. A number of things would probably happen. I would guess that... Oh, that's a big diatom. Oh, I have one right here, actually. I have a tiny bottle of food coloring mix, because when you do it for a microscope, you need 1 drop of food coloring for 10 drops of saline. Yeah. There's a ratio that you have to hit. So here's the problem is this is what we're looking at. Molts everywhere. This is why I think something bad happened in this pond, because all I'm finding are dead ostracods. Dead ostracods everywhere. See? Air bubble. So like all of the muck at the bottom of this pond is just dead ostracods. Anyway, what would happen if I put food coloring in? Ah, there's a roadie. If I put food coloring in, it would probably change the viscosity of the fluid. And so we would have, these things would either be able to swim around better or worse. But it would, I don't know how quickly it would die, these things. Do you want to try one? Where'd my little food coloring thing go? I had a little red jar. If I can find it on my desk, then we can run that experiment. If not, I'll save it for another time. We'll make another batch. Ah, I found it. Bingo. Look at that little guy. I'm gonna take a video. So these are rotifers. They have these feet, or toes they use to move around. Now this one's interesting because it clearly has some kind of shell around it, right? Now other rotifer that I've seen don't have as pronounced of a shell, so maybe this isn't a rotifer. I'd love for someone smarter than I. Maybe some kind of stentor, but I don't think stentor have feet. I can't see it in dark field too well. Let me look this up. Stentor. No, not the herald of the Greek forces. Stentor, genus of large unicellular ciliate protozoa. No, that's not a stentor.
Little Hand says it's time to rock and roll.
Eligoso. Thanks for the follow, my friend. We're gonna do tropics. Let's do your experiment right now while we watch this little rotifer swim in circles and look desperately for something to eat. Come on, you. Open up. How you doing? I can never tell, so I'd keep my view count hidden, so I don't know who all is there, but when, if you follow, do me a favor and say what's up, because I know sometimes people they'll follow from a link, and then I'll be talking to somebody who's not here. Not that I mind, I talk to people who aren't here all the time. Yeah, no? There you are. How you doing, man? A sure sign of madness. Space madness. You'll see me get space madness here. In about 30 minutes, I'm going to switch over. We'll fire up Elite Dangerous. We'll get out the joystick and the throttle. And actually, I got something neat. I got a project in the mail. This isn't something we're going to do tonight, but I want to take a moment, actually, to talk about this. I got a box in the mail from a very generous and awesome coworker. Hey, Sajai, watch Arab. I'll show you my HOTAS. 1 second. I'm really proud of my HOTAS. I preach about it. But look what I got in the mail.
Little Hand says it's time to rock and roll.
Hello.
Bring the noise.
Jai Shankar, hello. So look, I got a PS3 infrared camera, and I got an infrared transmitter, and I got a monitor mount, and I got some little Velcro pads. And so what I'm gonna do on stream, probably this weekend maybe, depending on how scheduling goes, I need to dismantle this camera and remove an infrared filter from the lens. And then I can mount this camera, and then I'm going to take this little doohickey, apply the Velcro straps and mold its shape a little bit, and I'm going to apply it to the side of my headset. So then I'm going to set up the camera and a piece of software called OpenIR, and what that's going to enable me to have is free head look in Elite Dangerous just based on my headset. So it's kind of like half VR. What you do is you set it to input gain so that I would only have to turn my head this far to look all the way behind me or something. So, it'll be fun. We'll take some getting used to, some trial and error. I never thought I would play Elite Dangerous with this much tech on me, but I think it'll be a fun project regardless. All right, you asked, I will deliver. My HOTAS. I use the CH Fighter Stick Pro. Oh, infrared imagery on my microscope. Oh my god. That's a whole other thought. But the CMOS chip on that infrared camera, on that PS3 camera, could never resolve the light. It could never handle the amount of light that's being focused into this microscope camera. And then I also have the CH Products Pro USB. These things are built like tanks. These units are probably almost 20 years old, but they still are trucking. Infrared microscopy. I'm not sure how that would work. I'm not an optics specialist, but I feel like one of the things that we're dealing with here is the wavelength of the light that we're looking through. Can infrared resolve objects at this scale? I don't know. It is a really good HOTAS setup. I really enjoy it. I actually lucked out big time. That's a HOTAS setup that I scored. I used to do apartment maintenance and construction, and I scored that HOTAS in an abandoned apartment. So it's actually like a $200 rig that I managed to score for free fitty. Just trying to snag enough gunk down here from the bottom, even though that's probably all the molts. Alright. So there's some stuff on the slide. And now I'm going to use a clean pipette. And we'll add a little bit of this dye here. Alright, Tropics. Oh, look at the Roddy. He's eating. Oh. So when they eat, they contract their whole body. So they can they cram their mouth part into their guts part. And that's how they swallow. Watch him. You'll see him contract his whole body. Basically, everything that he's gathering into his mouth with his cilia. And gathers till he's full. And then he crunches himself in and crams his food into his gut. Now, I've got a video of a rotifer taking bites out of algae. And then I've also seen, so I don't know if this is a rotifer because of the way that it just sort of filters. I don't know. Hard to identify. All right, so let's get a little bit of this dye. And we'll add 1 drop. Oops. See that? It definitely didn't spread evenly. Let me give it a little stir. That ought to do it. And now let's put a slide on. I don't work in a sterile environment, so my my stuff will have fingerprints on it sometimes. It's not always the best. Okay, so I've got a dyed slide here. Looks like the dye distributed somewhat unevenly, which might not be a bad thing. We can sort of look at how different intensities of dyes might impact whatever's in the medium. I don't think I got a picture of this guy. He's real pretty. Look at his guts moving. Really, really cool. What's interesting is how organisms at this scale can be very, very complex or very, very simple. This is a relatively complex organism. It's got this exoskeleton. It's got complex mouth parts, moving cilia to create vortexes. It's able to contract. It's got separate digestive elements. It's not a digestive tract, so to speak, but it's got a mouth and a stomach. It's got organelles. It excretes. And then other creatures. Hairy belly, he's back! Oh my god, a gastrotrick 2 days in a row. This is so amazing. This is my favorite microorganism. Like, I love these things almost more than tardigrades. Look at him go. This is called a gastrotrick, also known as a hairy belly. Look at him do a little dance. Doing a little dance. What are you doing? Wow. So cool. These, I think, they're just so charismatic. I love these little guys. They're very identifiable. They've got this little swallowtail on their back. They have, they can be extremely hairy. Yeah, it is hamming it up. Look at it go. Now, Drop Bear, I don't know if you follow A Tiny World on Twitter, but she recently posted an extremely hairy gastrotrick. I mean, it looked like a koosh ball. Now, you notice mine is not nearly so hairy. Mine recently had a shave, but it's pretty identifiable as a gastrotrick. It does have very obvious little cilia and hair on its bottom, and it swims in a very recognizable pattern. and they almost remind me of an earwig in their morphology. I don't know if you have earwigs where you live, but they typically have an elongated thorax and a short abdomen, and then of course their little pincher on their tail. Um, Look at those little loops. I am extremely lucky. 2 microscope streams in a row, and each time we get a gastro trick. This is a good omen. Wait, I'm going to record both of them in a frame. Come on, stay together. Don't get eaten. Oh my god. I don't think that the roadie will eat the gastro trick. That was a great clip. The little, how fun. I'll never get tired of this. Of looking into the tiny world, the hidden world that's all around us. I remember being a child and just looking at the smallest things I can and imagining these microcosms. And I had a very active imagination and an aptitude for geometry and shape, and I remember being able to very vividly imagine what it would look like to be so small. Well, Gastrotrick, let's say goodnight to that one, and let's take a look at our dye sample. I think we'll end it on a high note for that guy. Okay. Now let's see what happens when we've got a little bit of red dye. I think what's going to happen is my auto white balance on my camera attachment is going to correct for it. And it'll just be like, what color? So yeah, we're out here on the edge where a lot of the color was centralized, and look at that. All the molts, still just so much death in this pond. You're watching Plankton. Oh, Pacific Plankton is streaming right now? Awesome. Please tell her I said hi. Pack Plankton gave me a lot of really interesting advice on how to modify my microscope. Just yesterday we talked, and it was really cool. It was super fun to have somebody be so helpful and forthcoming with their knowledge and experience. I mean, not everybody is. Like, that's not surprising to find someone forthcoming and helpful with their knowledge. It's just always so nice. Yeah, and Pack Plankton was awesome. Spent as much time with me as I needed to help me understand some of the concepts they were sharing. How to, what I'm going to do basically is I'm going to try to create my own condenser for my microscope. Because I don't have any way to modulate the light coming up from below the stage. It's just, I mean, besides I've got an intensity dial, but I can't actually change the shape of the light, only the intensity of it. And I need to change the shape. So I'm going to do a couple things. I'm going to make center occlusion discs so that I can cause the light to kind of come in at a more oblique angle from underneath the stage. I'm also going to create just intensity filters, and then hopefully I can create apertures as well, so then I can play with that. Because, actually, I'll go ahead and pull this slide off and let me just show you here. Here's my microscope. And as you can see underneath here, it's pretty basic. I just have a housing for my LED to shine, and then my stage. I do have, I don't know how well you can see it here. See that disc underneath the stage? Oh wait, right there. It's a rotatable disc that has a series of little pockets in there where I can insert any other slides. Now there are colored ones. So look, I've got an orange one, or yellow, green, darker green, blue, and then blank. So I'm going to pop out the colors and insert my own apertures. So that'll be fun. I won't quite have a condenser, but I will still be able to change the shape of the light coming into my microscope a little better, which I think will be good. Now let's bring this dyed slide back. I gotta give Pack Plankton a follow. Yeah, actually, let me give Pack Plankton a shout out. Actually, Drop Bear, would you mind? I don't know Pack Plankton's full Twitch name. Would you mind doing a exclamation point shout out to Pack Plankton for me? I'd love you for that. Oh, look at that. Broken doohickey. Yeah, Plankton and I share a time zone, so. Oh, look at it eating that up. Oh, it didn't work? Maybe you're not allowed. I'm not super good at Twitch, so. Okay, yeah, I guess you don't have the permissions to do that. Sorry. So yeah, Pacific Plankton. Yeah, need mod. That's for the best. I don't want anybody to command. Let's see. Yeah, I'm disappointed in this pond. They killed it. Somebody killed it. That's for sure. They killed everything in it, with a few exceptions. I should look at some compost tea. Collected near San Francisco. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen some of the images that she's taken from that. Hey, so let me tell you a little something. My wife, she works for a company that creates compost tea. And this compost tea is, and not on a small scale. They produce enough for multiple agricultural sectors in the region to irrigate their crops, to replenish their soil. The compost tea is a really rich blend of microbes, apparently, and it has a lot of interesting nutrients and chemicals in it to help the soil. I'm going to go get a drop of it with another clean. Actually, that's fine. I've got a little bit left outside. I'll be right back. Just a second, because that'll be really cool. Can't believe I haven't looked at my wife's compost tea until now. Can't believe it. What's the big idea? It's nuts. All right, so here it is. This dark substance here. And let's make a slide of it. Now, am I going to see things swimming around in here? Maybe. Ooh. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, get into active stuff. Alright, next week. Next week my wife's going to bring me some very active. Okay, so what we have here is shelf-stable tea. They'll be in a stasis? Okay. Well, I have no idea what we're in for on this. But this is what this microscope was originally used for. Yes, tea. It's basically liquid fertilizer. So, babe, would you like to come over here and give a spiel? I mean, you look really comfortable. She's so comfortable back there. Yes, tea. It's a liquid compost fertilizer that uses, they basically, yeah, an organic fertilizer. And see, I think this shelf stable stuff might not be too active, because I'm not. Let's see what we can find in here. I don't know what Dave is looking at when he's using his microscopes on his product. But this is a shelf-stable product I'm looking at right now, and she's going to bring me an active tea, because what this is probably a bit more of just a nutrient-rich liquid. What's that? Yeah, the facility she works at is really cool. I mean, they've got these huge totes where they grow worms and feed them they feed the worms different things to create new cultures in the soils, and then there's all kinds of neat additives that train the microbes to live in certain environments and promote different environments. And they've got a really good product. I mean, the place where they dump their wastewater from the process is just like filled with life. Yeah, babe, I'm not seeing much on here. Lots of little bits. I'm gonna get more. Oh, should I have given it a bigger shake? All right, hang on. Let me go give it a shake and get a better drop, because there might be a lot of silt at the bottom. So, just a second. I'll be right back again. Please wait, and remember, fuck yeah. All right, now I got a well shooken sample. Yeah, I love going to her facility because the worm farm is so fun. Everyone's favorite part is the worm farm. I like to joke when people ask what she does, and I say she's a dirt farmer. So, there's nothing visibly floating in this to the naked eye. It's completely, well, not clear, but the clarity is high. Let's just drop this sucker straight on. Let's look again. Oh no, I got an air bubble right in the middle. Curses. Fi and enough. Alright, Dino, I need to be like that. Hey, Tom. Zuki, another morning microscopy lesson for you? Hey, alright. We're looking at some of my wife's product. She works in a agricultural facility and produces this liquid fertilizer called compost tea. And I'm just looking at a shelf-stable version of the product, and I'm not seeing a lot of stuff swimming around, but also the product is pretty clear and well filtered at this stage. So next week she's going to bring me a live product and we'll compare. So take little mental notes if you want to join me next week for looking at her live compost tea, and we can do some comparisons, because yes, this does seem pretty still. Now there's probably a lot of stuff in there that we can't quite make out. All those little specks. Who knows? I mean, there's so much work goes into putting this all together. The facility is incredible. I'll get some pictures and put those up on the social media at some point. I mean, so we've seen little things like this occasionally. Could be worse. Could be working with manure. I hate manure! Name that film. Film. Yeah, I'm not sure if anything's living in these, babe. I'm not finding any swimmers. Oh, something just swam by. There's some swimmers. You can tell because they're going against the flow. See how there's a current going this way? But there's little... I mean, these are specks, though. I cannot make them out. Tom Zuki. Yes, one of the Back to the Futures. Precisely. Biff Tannen. He says it in a lot of them. 2 and 3? Yeah, he does it as Buford Tannen. Mad Dog Buford Tannen. Alright, chat, help me out quick here. The wasteland. Should we look in the wastelands full of empty molts? Or should we look in the new pond full of interesting algae? What do you guys think? Because I want to do one more slide exploration before we jump over to some Elite Dangerous. So we're going to pick one jar. Big jar, little jar. Hey, follow! What up, dude? Been a hot minute. Welcome. All the nerfs. My poor dog couldn't handle it. I'm going for one of them. Gonna head back, Sound? Alright, man. Have a good day. Enjoy your work. Please. You're welcome. Follow, you did have 6 built up. Who were those against, man? Chat, I owe follow nobody a lot of nerfs. So now just put them in writing. Who nerfs who in your perfect world? We're gonna make your dreams come true, follow. It's a perfect world. Who gets nerfed? Hey. Much love, Zound. I'll catch you next time, man. Thank you for being here. I know you had 6 built up, and I love you for remembering it. Alright, I got a nice big goopy slide here, guys. It's gonna look good. Put those jars over there. Big old goopy slide. We talking nerf bullets or game nerfs? Nerf bullets. If you look, I've got some channel rewards where you can make me nerf my wife or make my wife nerf me. And so, follow, he works long periods of time where he's away from a computer. And so, before he went on his last tour of duty, not in the military sense, but still a tour of duty, he dropped a lot of them. The last time he tried to nerf her for me, she got the sad, so I'm giving her the 6. Hey, babe. So follow nobody. Remember when I shot you right in the hand and it hurt? I came from our friend Follow Nobody, and he came back because he's been out working. He finally came back, and he just came and demanded all of his nerfs because he had 6 saved up. And I asked him how he wants it to go, and he said, you know, the last time you tried to nerf her for me, she got the sads. So I'm giving her 6 to you. Because she needs the not sads. Yeah, but she did let me shoot her in the butt 5 times after that. But no, look, what Follow says goes. He wants you to have this. All right, I'm gonna put the dog away. Is this seriously all Eugenia? Look at what's been going on. All right, first Drop Bear wants to see the dog get a bone. So. Don't say it like that. Drop there. Okay. Phrasing, please. All right, we're gonna give the dog a treat, and then we're gonna put him in the other room because he actually really hates violence. And so if he sees me and my wife shooting at each other with Nerf guns, he's gonna freak the fuck out. So I'm gonna do a trick first. 2. Ryu, what's up, dude? We're gonna go do some conflict too. This is my last slide before we go to Elite Dangerous. Your timing is flawless. 1 minute. Drop bear. Phrasing. Oh boy. Oh boy. I didn't even ask you to do that. I didn't ask you to do that, sir. Let's try this again. Sit. High five. High five. Good boy. Good boy. Now, lay down. Sit. Lay down. Good. Lay down. Good. Lay down. Now, roll over. Roll over. I got another one. Roll over. Roll over. Come on. Sit. Lay down. Now roll over. Good boy. Good boy. Last one. Sit. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Good boy. That's a good boy. That's it. No more. No more. Come on. Good boy. Now lay down. Hey, follow. Drop bear, everybody. Yep, Parm is a superstar. I love that dog. Such a good boy. You know what's funny? It's funny you say that, follow, because I've actually been super lazy about working out. I've been really bad about it. Just staying on top of it. You know, I've been feeling the malaise a lot. Just been inside the house since March. You know, I go out occasionally. I'm not like 100% cooped up, but these little Eugenia balls have completely dominated this ecosystem. So I've got 2 ruined ecosystems here. I'm going to need to get some more samples before we can have more streams here. Although we did see that gastro trick earlier. That was cool. Oh, look at that. I think that's a little algae chain. Pretty neat. Alright, now I'm going to put the dog away so I can get shot a bunch. Execute me 6 times. She's starting. Ooh. Nice. I'm just gonna close my left eye. Close my left eye. Done. Oh, the dog is barking out there. Closing my left eye only, and I'm just gonna. Oh, that was in the neck. Give me another one. Come on. Give us another one. Domed. Okay. Give me another. What was that? 3? Ah, kidney shot. Give me another. 4. Oh, look. It's a little guy. Oh, gut shot. All right. One more. Oh, you threw it. That was soft. There it goes. All right, our debt to you is paid. Would you say so? Sufficiently gatted. Has this thing moved at all? This guy? Or no, it only appears to have moved because I zoomed in. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. It's just nothing but Eugenia and dead Daphnia. I think that's what all of these molts are. Is Daphnia. But not a single living Daphnia. They'd almost be too big for us to see at this magnification is the problem. Oh, little guy. Those rotifers just live everywhere. Oh, Jesus. Thanks, Drop Bear. I mean, honestly, where would I be without you guys? Now, hey, much love, Follow. Good to see you again, man. I'll catch you soon, alright? I think we're running out of things. Alright then. Well, I've got a war to go to in Elite Dangerous. Oh, what's that though? He's excited, isn't he? What are you? Oh, that's an air bubble. Isn't that crazy what shape that air bubble formed? Wow. That was visible with the naked eye, but really neat. Yeah, Drop Air Pro streamer. Hey, I'm actually really, to be totally, like, frank about it, I'm really proud of where I've got so far on Twitch. I made affiliate in about 2 weeks, and I've just been climbing slowly. Another molt of some kind. So many interesting little spiky and pokey algae. I think those are technical terms too, in case you're wondering. Alright. Just out of curiosity, before we leave the microscopy segment behind, let's take a look. There we go. Wanted to get a little bit closer to some of these. It's interesting how some of the Eugenia they stretch out and they move around, very slug-like, and the others just seem to be in stasis. They just sit there. And I've left them on screen, and eventually one will just wake up and start to move. Maybe they're sleeping. Maybe there's not enough light inside of my home, and a lot of them kind of just turn into little balls, and they go, alright, no light for me. I'm gonna go to sleep. I sleep. Not me, though. That's a pretty little rod algae. Hey, little Sykes! What's up, Sykes? Welcome. Good to see you again. Love a familiar face. Familiar faccia. Well, these Eugenia are boring to me. And there is currently a conflict raging. Marriage! I'm gonna clean up a little bit, put these things up, And then let's fire up some Elite Dangerous. Because I've got to travel about a quick 400 light year journey to get back to the bubble. I will be right back. So Sykes, how you doing? How's the everything? Also great. Yeah, I mean, work has been really something. Because for the last 2 weeks I've been on the after-hours support line. And so there has not been, there was one day last week where I didn't get a phone call after 7 p.m. helping a home user get set up. Every single day. And every day this weekend also. I got a phone call. Help somebody get set up, working from home. Today's your birthday? Ooh. What do you want? Do you want a song? Do you want to dance? Do you want... What can I get you? I got some poems that I've written, but it's not a poem I wrote for you, so I would feel weird. You know, I don't want to just give you any old poem that I've written. Okay, alright. I won't worry. But had a birthday, as my mother-in-law always says, which I think is actually really endearing. Had a birthday. Okay, wake up, joystick. Where are you at here? I'm gonna switch this. Drop bear antics. As much as I would love to stay and watch, I need to lie down, getting over a cold. Oh, achoo. Bless you. Alright, Drop Bear, I'd be happy to see you whenever that time may come. Just come by anytime. No, don't say the C word. Hey, what's going on here? So, I run this software here for my joystick and throttle. It's called CH Control Manager. Hold up. This camera's all screwy. And normally, it's gonna pick up these devices, but it's not recognizing the device. Test and calibrate. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna exit this software. Alright, ciao for now, Drop Bear. We're gonna go do some combat. Oh, what is this? It's not recognizing. Why does this happen? What occurred to make this happen? Is it gonna see my... This was such a nightmare to solve last time. It took computer reboots, device reinstalls, uninstalls. I couldn't play Elite Dangerous for like a week. This is gonna be really heartbreaking if I can't go in there and fight right now. Man. So I really can't fix this without doing reboots because I'm gonna have to uninstall the device drivers for the control manager. I think now I don't know why this just happened. I think maybe because I changed what devices were plugged into the front side bus, because it's supposed to pick up these devices properly. And I just see 2 days ago I was using this and it cannot see it. Alright. Yeah, I've already tried that. They were unplugged. I plugged them back in and then I swapped them. And any other system, because this software basically needs root control. It creates virtual devices off of the hardware, and I need it. I mean, the dead zone, I put like a 23-point dead zone on this analog stick. Quizzle, I don't think that's it, because when I was troubleshooting this last week, because that's how recently this happened, Windows doesn't have any device drivers for these that are new, because these are ancient. But it's still, despite that, Windows 10 is very good at recognizing them and seeing them. And in fact, if I come in here and go to joysticks, this is one of the things that's, oh, in fact, they're gone this time. Now that is new. Now that is new. Just made a fool of me. Because initially, you know, it's pretty good at just recognizing that that's what's in there. Now I think what happens is the front side bus USB ports will get married to one device or another, and then so I had the microscope camera plugged into this front side bus, and so I think that it still thinks it's supposed to be doing that. I'm not sure, but man, I know it'll probably actually work when I reboot with these devices in place, but you know, I'm not gonna stop the stream just for that. So, Elite Dangerous happens to be not the only game that I own, if you could believe that. We've got options. Got some options. Not all of my games are installed right now because I just did a hard drive move. But, I mean, Three Kingdoms is really fun. League of Legends. God, I haven't played League of Legends in so long. I don't get into the super competitive games. Rocket League is good for me, though. We could do that. You want to play some Rocket League? Sock cars. What else do I have installed that we could fire up? Bannerlord. I modded that game till I broke it, but it's still really fun. I could play that online. You watch me get cut up. Any one of these. This is a really great high strategy game. It's probably kind of boring for viewers. Not a lot of people stream this game, and the people that do are Chinese, and they do really well. It's fun, but it's a slow pace of a game, so I usually don't stream that one too much. We could do Rocket League. I always feel great about playing that for a little bit. I did reinstall DayZ, but like, it's still the same game. Oh, they added some stuff. This morning? Yeah, I got RimWorld. We could start a new RimWorld colony. Oh, did I uninstall that I uninstalled a bunch of crap. I'll do a quick reinstall. Won't take long at all. It's a wonderful game. I love inherent storytelling. I love storytelling, and 131 megabytes? That's it? Dude. Let's do it. Alright, we're reinstalling it now. No problem. Although we're downloading while I'm streaming, maybe it is a problem. We'll see. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do RimWorld. I'm going to... Oh, look, it's almost done. I was gonna take my dog out while it finishes, but... Okay. Oh, is it doing an update? It's doing an update. Yeah, I'm gonna have to because I like the refrigerator mod. Let me go to Nexus. I like prepare carefully. Wow, Pretzel hasn't played an obnoxious song in a while. That's kind of cool. Hey. Oh, I can install it straight from the Steam Workshop. Thank goodness. Nexus is cool, but... You know... Hey, babe. Somebody has redeemed a nerfing. You can get me. Parm's not looking quick. Oh, wait. I gotta arm her, PP. Arming my own assassins. What do you think about that? Or did Archduke Franz Ferdinand hand a loaded gun over? Say, come, son. It's time to start a war. Babe. Do you see how bad this dog hates guns? It's amazing. I gotta do it, Parm. Shoot him, he says. Yeah. Did you hear my dog going nuts, though? That's my dog, Parmesan. He doesn't like guns. Alright, so most subscribed. Hugs is the basic, right? Hugs will run a bunch of stuff. Shared functionality, so I'm gonna need Hugs, probably. A cool mod pack from a YouTuber. I like a mod pack. Doom Guy versus Insectoid. Is this RimWorld? Yeah. Excuse me? Harmony. So Harmony is a library. Okay. Should I just take the leap and just go for it? Oh, there's so much. Let me just look at it. Boy. I'm going to be in over my head, right? There's ships. I'll get there eventually. I don't have to worry about spaceships for a while. I know Hugs. Jack's tools. What does this do? Adds modding components. Okay, that's just spellcasting vehicles, weapon slot, oversized weapons, and more. Guys, this is neat. Insectoids become a faction. Yeah, Sykes. Or I could go in blind and not learn anything and just kind of figure it out as we go. What do you think about that? Farming furniture, vanilla production expanded. Let me just look at what it... Oh, gift with animation. Alright, I don't know what... I'm just gonna... I think we should just go for it. Vanilla apparel, smart medicine. I'll troubleshoot my joystick and throttle tomorrow when I can reboot my computer with wild abandon. Blind would be more fun. Yeah, let's do it. Do I have to click every one of these? No. Can I subscribe to the whole thing at once, please? Yes. Alright. Yeah. security. Yay! I mean, this protects me too, everybody. It's for my own good. Gmail starts with the letter G. All right. Special access code. I hope you guys didn't see it. I love two-factor authentication. Sykes, I'm not super great at it either, but I've played enough of it. I mean, I've got some time in it, so I think I've... Alright, so I've subscribed to all. And this is a fresh install, and I know I don't have any other mods on the list. So now, is it downloading all the mods I just... Yeah, workshop content. Great. 23 megabytes of mods all at once. Just making up a new scene for RimWorld. Alright, still downloading that workshop content. Gotta let it do its thing. While it's doing that, I actually got a couple little interesting stories. Look at this, robotic birds capable of amazingly realistic flight shown off by German company. The bionic Swift weighs just 42 grams and is capable of flying indoors along a programmed path for 7 minutes. This comes from sky.com. Is the video going to load and show us this beautiful robotic flight? Maybe not. Maybe my internet isn't super swell. It's enough to stream. That is a very pretty design. 42 grams. 9 of them would weigh the same as a full soft drink can. That's cool. I remember seeing the birds aren't real. It really is happening. Birds aren't real. I've been trolling my daughter with that because she's like, I want a bird. I want a pet bird. And now I just tell her, birds aren't real. Like, I don't know what to tell you, but they're not real. Like, I can't get you a bird because there's no such thing. Sorry, kid. You're out of luck. Can I play yet? Workshop content is still downloading. Okay. Archaeologists in Turkey have discovered a mysterious ancient kingdom lost in history? I only read this headline and I clicked out and I said, let's check this out in stream. So Peter Dockrell from MSN.com. It is said that all he touched turned to gold, but destiny eventually caught up with the legendary King Midas, and a lost chronicle of his ancient downfall appears to have literally surfaced in Turkey. Last year, archaeologists were investigating an ancient mound site in central Turkey called Turkmenkarahöyük. What'd you find, babe? Giant-ass clam. Love it. The greater region, the Konya Plain, abounds with lost metropolises. But even so, researchers couldn't have been prepared for what they were about to find. A local farmer told the group that a nearby canal, recently dredged, revealed the existence of a large stone, marked with some kind of unknown inscription. We could still see it sticking out of the water, so we jumped right down into the canal, up to our waists wading around, said archaeologist James Osborne from the University of Chicago earlier this year. Right away, it was clear it was ancient, and we recognized the script it was written in, Luwian, the language used in the Bronze and Iron Ages in the area. With the aid of translators, the researchers found that the hieroglyphs on this ancient stone block, called a stele, boasted of a military victory, and not just any military victory, but the defeat of Phrygia, a kingdom of Anatolia that existed roughly 3,000 years ago. I'm sure I'm not saying this right, but I'm trying. The royal house of Phrygia was ruled by a few different men called Midas. Fun. I'm sure that never got confusing. But dating of the stele, based on linguistic analysis, suggests the block's hieroglyphics could be referring to the King Midas, he of the famous Golden Touch myth. Oh, what's up, Nim lovers getting together in chat? I'm still riding the high from that. This is really exciting. Could be the King Midas? Hey Zylstra, what's up? So the stone markings also contained a special hieroglyphic, symbolizing that the victory message came from another king, a man called Hartapu. The hieroglyphic suggested Midas was captured by Hartapu's forces. Quote, "The storm gods delivered the opposing kings to his majesty," the stone reads. What's significant about this is that almost nothing is known about King Hartapu, nor about the kingdom he ruled. Nonetheless, the stele suggests that the giant mound of Turkmen Karayük may have been Hartapu's capital city, spanning some 300 acres in its heyday, the heart of the ancient conquest of Midas Phrygia. Basically, we found, Turkish archaeologists found this ancient stele describing a victory wherein the armies that lost were brought before the king. Midas was captured by Hartapu's forces. So I don't know why they say. So here's where I love cracking into this kind of thing. Science journalism and archaeology journalism in this case. Usually the person writing the article is a few steps removed from anybody who has a deep understanding of the material. Or because of editing, usually it's editing decisions that are made, the article isn't clear. Because I'm not satisfied. Here it says, the royal house of Phrygia was ruled by a few different men called Midas. But dating on the stele, based on linguistic analysis, suggests the block's hieroglyphics could be referring to the King Midas of the famous Golden Touch myth. But then they leave it there. Why? What does that mean? What's dating? When was the famous Golden Touch king supposed to have lived? And how many other Midases ruled Phrygia around that time? And why? Why do you think that this mythical Bible story, I think, isn't Midas a Bible story? Midas is not a Bible story? Okay. I don't know either. But, I mean, I'm not just doubting it out of hand, but I'm just saying I want to know more. I'm not satisfied with just them saying like, oh, because the dates, you can tell it's King Midas because of the way that it is. That's not good enough. But this is MSN.com. So I don't know. We could probably find more on a detailed site. I'm sure that I could go find the journal where they published their findings. A lot of those are behind paywalls though, so that's not necessarily accessible to the layperson. Quizzle, Midas is not a Bible story? Okay, good. Lends it a little bit more credence. Neat. We had no idea about this kingdom, though. In a flash, we had profound new information on the Iron Age Middle East. That's very cool. I love moments like that. Like they say, in a flash, we had more. Okay, RimWorld's done. Let's go. And game capture. I'm just making up a fresh source for all the RimWorld. Add a new source. RimWorld. Capture a specific window. RimWorld by Ludion. And bring you down below those. There we go. Getting a little bit better at using my OBS and figuring out how to manage all these things. What do I have? This camera's hidden. That's fine. I'm not sure where it's best for it to go in RimWorld. I think top left. All right, first let's check that mod list. Really? Can I do... No, I can't select multiples. I can't drag. Okay, gotta do it like this. Change game category. Oh yeah, I definitely should do that. Thank you for reminding me. I know RimWorld has a lot of folks on. What is this mod stat called again? It was called all the way up. TM play Doom Guy versus Insectoid mod pack. All right. I just want to make sure I put that into the go live notification. Going in blind. All right, there it is. So do I seriously have to just tech every single one of these like this? Wild. There's no select all for this one, huh? It's okay. I can click fast. I'm a system administrator. I am accurate. You must be swift as a coursing river, with all the strength of a great typhoon. Be a man. This is peak gameplay right here, guys. Oh, I missed one. Damn it. Oh, it's getting into my head now. I'll never beat the final boss. Yes! We did it. Okay. There's a few reds. I think I should auto sort. I'm just gonna go for it. Let's just hope that fixes everything. It seems to have fixed everything. Okay, the game will now restart automatically. Call that a vanilla speedrun, 100%. I love being on an SSD. Guys, could you believe it that up until about a week and a half ago, your boy was still using a spinning disc? Like it's the year 1997. Yes, sir. Hey, Plankton. Welcome. We just wrapped up the microscopy, and we're going to be wrapping up the night with a bit of RimWorld. How are you? How was your stream? I heard that you were over there doing some stuff. You had some San Francisco Bay Area samples, right? Oh, that's okay. You know, I'm actually a little disappointed with the samples we had tonight. We have two major deficiencies. Oh. Well. Hang on a minute, guys. That's usually not a good thing. Reached max messages limit. That probably means that things aren't working the way that we... Oh, no. Is it me or is the mod list shorter? You had baby jellyfish? Are you for real? Wow. Pack, that's amazing. That's so cool. Turn off the mods that are red if you haven't already. Well, when I did an auto sort, no more mods were red. That was what was interesting. Is there was a stack of red mods, and then I auto sorted, and they were all fine, and everything looked normal. But anyway, let's try it again. Baby jellyfish, that's so cool. I would love to get my hands on some saltwater samples. I'm going to be going up into the mountains soon, so I'm going to get some different freshwater samples from up there, and I'll also collect some moss and other dry samples so we can look for some tardigrades from that part of the state. But RimWorld is a really fun game. It's sort of an open storytelling game where you have a set of colonists and you're crash landed on a distant alien world and you have to survive. Hop, should I disable these? Doormat while you're up. More fusion. Look who it is. Norman's come to join the stream. This is my little kitten buddy. Hey, Norman. He's such a good boy. I love that kitten. Yeah, high mountain lakes. That's where I'm going. Gonna do a little camping trip with the family coming up here pretty soon. Oh, wait. Pack, I was gonna tell you, though. Alright, I'll disable these. These look like old mods that I used to have on, so... Doormat and while you're up. Doormat, I wanted that one. That cleans people's feet when they come inside. Alright. We'll auto sort. And everybody's green. But I can't click done. What is this about? It's like I don't have the ability to... the mod list broke my game. Alright, I'm going to close RimWorld. I'm going to try to launch it again. I'm determined. Good news is, I'm stubborn. While the game loads, Pack, I can tell you what I was trying to tell you before when I interrupted myself so rudely. Two big problems with my two local freshwater sources. They recently treated the water in this pond and added more because, as you saw, all we have are molts in here. And now this other sample, which we were just looking at 2 days ago, when I get in there, it is just nothing but eugenia. It's just they've reproduced and completely dominated this ecosystem. So now we have nothing but those little eugenia balls everywhere. And so that kind of sucks. It liked it better when I went from the bottom, didn't it? Oh, it's so much easier like this. I'm breaking the world record now. Yeah. This is going to have to go in the glitch speed run, though. This feels like a cheat. Alright, we'll leave all those alone. Now we've got red guys. Okay. These mods aren't happy. Let's auto sort, because they like to be stacked right. Now all the mods are happy. All the mods are happy. Okay. Okay? Okay. We can close it. The mod list changed. Let's restart the game. Okay, the game is back now. Ecosystem succession, is that the terminology for that? I did find a couple. There were a few organisms that seemed to do okay. You know, they actually were living amongst all of the eugenia, but it's just one dominant. I talk about this actually when people talk about how, oh, humans are a cancer on the earth. You know, we poison everything we touch. We're destroying the world. That's actually just what life does. That's what all life does. Every mass extinction that wasn't caused by an external force on planet Earth was caused by life just living. When cyanobacteria completely dominated the entire Earth's oceans and pumped so much oxygen into the atmosphere that a match could have ignited Earth's atmosphere. That they all died of oxygen toxicity. You know, they destroyed their entire ecosystem and wiped out their entire life. 99% of life on Earth died in this mass extinction that was caused by life merely living. So humans are not the cancer on Earth. Life is, all of life is, and we all follow the same directive to consume as much as we can before we die so we can reproduce, to make more consumers, to consume as much as they can so they can reproduce before they die. This is a death world, and all life on this world is predicated on the death of some other life. Alright, so I saw some hiccups there in the mod load, but it doesn't seem to be too freaked out. Bunch of mod settings, which I'm not gonna dig into. Yeah, whenever we didn't get hit by a giant meteor or an ice age, just life has been the cause of extinction and death and decay. I hadn't heard the word death world until I got into some sci-fi. I don't think it's dark necessarily. It's just this is the kind of world we live in. Wait, Lords. Is this from the mod hop or is this because I don't have the expansion? This is cool. I don't want to do a difficult one though. I'm like, we'll do Crash Landed Classic. Yeah, I think so. Those are cool though. I like that. A Renegade. I might play one of those another time. Oh, new storytellers: Empress Evil, Maynard Medieval, and Diego Dyer. That's cool. So lots of violence, heroism and hardship, prosperity and peril. Limited to medieval and pre-medieval eras. Evil. No good events can happen ever. I think I might go with Randy Random. That's pretty cool. Hey, snitches get bitches. I'm going into this mod stack completely blind. So there's going to be a lot of mod stuff that will confuse me. And I'm prepared. I'm comfortable in a state of confusion. But I'm not comfortable in a state of thirst. Give me just a moment. Listen up, Chad. If you're not drinking water right now, you're fucking up. Just saying. Just saying. I'm a save scum. Let's do adventure story. I'm not looking to get pressed too hard, but I want enough crazy shit to happen, so I'm gonna go Randy Adventure. Save scum mode. Because that's just the kind of shit I am. Let's go here. In honor of what happened and the NIM viewers that are here with me now, we're going to name this Shungite NIM. Maybe the entire world, maybe La Munda will be covered and protected from the frequencies, unwanted frequencies. Let's go 50% globe coverage. And let's go for it. Look at all those mods. I didn't even read the whole list before I installed them all. I just said yes to all. Give me all the mods that you think I should have. So this is fun. Factions are a bit different now. I'm used to just knowing who's going to be hostile and neutral by their color, but I see Orion, Legua, and Omidalium. So purple, and yellow are my least friendly. This might probably take some time to load. Let's see. Alright, so we're going to find equatorial, good growing region. Not around too many hostile forces. Purple and yellow are going to be the friendliest to me. Is that everything? That's my whole bar. Okay. What's all this? Year-round growing period. Now, the last time I started a Randy Random game, I went in and it was endless summer. Seems crazy. I like large hills because it gives me more defensibility. But see, that's a rainforest. I don't want to be in the rainforest. Tropical swamp. Where's the temperate? What's my latitude? There's my temperate forest. I just need to get that year-round growing season in a temperate forest. Here we go. Have I done a mountain base? I haven't done a full mountain base. I did an embedded base. So usually in a large hills, then I'll do like a kind of partial thing where I'll do an embedded base, but I haven't done a full mountain base because insects scare the shit out of me. Not real ones. I love insects. I'll gently handle a spider and carry it outside. But in this game, they're a goddamn nightmare. Utter nightmare. I'm trying to find that good year-round growing season. I think it was over here. Yeah, triggered insects a lot in this game. Yeah. Right. Who's that? Oh, the purple delta. See, they're hostile. I don't want to move right next to them. But I want a good growing season. I'm torn. Seems like it's all jungle over there. This is an interesting seed. Thanks, Nim. Here we go. Alright, we're in the right region now. Granite and marble. I like it. Granite and marble are the two stones I want the most of. We're next to a road near two friendly factions. I think we found our spot. What do you think, chat? Is this a good location to drop down in? The large hills near a road between two. Let's double check. Somewhat friendly factions. Alrighty. This is the spot then. Alright, now this whole thing. There are tricks to deal with insects. Mountain bases are best to deal with mortars. I have only once built in such a way that I really needed to worry about it. And I ended up turning him off. Let's prepare carefully. Is that too cheap? What do you guys think? We can make it pretty quick. Do a little prepare carefully. We'll probably get right up to the point where we drop down, and then I'll probably have to call it for the night. But that's okay. Game dev, vat grown in a rebel. I don't want to. Let's see here. Does it remember any? Oh, look, I made a little crew actually, and it remembers. I would be okay with using these four. And get rid of Jet, Isaias, Jamie. Well, what I did is I made it like a Swiss Family Robinson, so they are OP. Um, what did I have? Kenzo and Shizuka, and then because I didn't want these are like kids, but I didn't want to make them too old. I mean, their chronological age is whatever. Who knows when they could have had these people? Although the chronological Fernanda, I don't know. You need to be much older. We'll make you 3,528 years because I want Kenzo and where was the relationship? It didn't save the relationships. So Poppy is a child. I think Poppy and Fernandez are the kids. So yeah, Kenzo is married to Shizuka and Kenzo. And they've got Poppy. Oh no, I got that backwards. Sorry, I'm being dumb. It was like last year sometime when I made these guys. Did I? Yeah. Poppy. Shizuka is the child. And then Fernandez is just also the... Oh no, I didn't want that. Fernandez is an outsider. You can only take 3? Alright, Fernandez, I guess. Are you sure? I think with prepare carefully it lets you take more. Oh shit. Yeah, clock. I think I've messed up my port again. I'm gonna have to fix my joystick. I realized I would have to reboot, and I'm not gonna reboot in the middle of a stream, so I'll come and do conflict tomorrow after I get my joystick all fixed up. I'm gonna use my cheap ass Super Dream Team. Oh no, she needs traits. Shizuka has no traits. I was gonna make her psychic resistant. I'll just go dull. Psychically dull. She doesn't need to be super awesome. Oh yeah, I mean it's all low intensity conflict zone, so it's really not gonna be a problem. It'll be easy to get done. Perceptive gives us social. And we'll go for Action Girl. What happens if I give her Action Boy? What's the difference? There's no difference, I guess. Whatever. Alright. That's good. I'm glad that Prepared Carefully remembered what we were doing here. Overwrite that and start. Okay. Extreme weather ice sheet stuff, yeah. I'm enough of a noob and I'm going in with so many mods. So Clocktower, I installed an entire mod pack, as you can see. And I didn't read it and I didn't watch the video and I'm going in blind. So I don't mind giving myself a little leg up with Prepare Carefully, because there's going to be so much shit that I don't understand. I mean, I understand RimWorld, but new mod features. Okay, yep, I got all that. The 3 of you wake up. Alright. Oh, this... Oh, the animal's water dish was dry. Okay. Alright, so nice. We're going to land right in this little cove here. Alright, we're going to do first... Save day 01. What up, Guillotine? Hey! Thanks for the raid, Guillotine. Wonderful to see you and 6 of your friends. Delightful. I hope you had a lovely night. What were you playing over there? What do you have going on? Yeah, this is a banger start right here. This is a great map, too. Oh. Some tables and a room to go in. This whole area right here is speaking our name. Wall, 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 and we're safe. Could not have done it better. Shungite map, yeah. We're going to be protected from so many frequencies in here, guys. Just stack up little pyramids here and there. Chem fuel pond. Oh, that's new. Okay. We're already starting to find the things. Great. All right, before they even land, let's set some zones here. There's no handy cove. We're gonna have to explore this area. Hey, Hive. What's up, dude? All right. What did we start with? A revolver, a bolt-action rifle, the normal. I didn't change any of those defaults, but the art is different. I can already see that. Look at that revolver. Mods, I see what you're doing here. Look at the quality of that. Yeah, it really, really can. Oh, Guillotine, so you were also playing RimWorld? Sorry, I got distracted by RimWorld. Alright, so you need to get that plasteel knife. Poppy, you can grab the bolt-action rifle. Fernandez, we'll get you something later. Kenzo. Yeah, Kenzo gets this revolver. You did RimWorld, Overcooked, then CK2. Sweet. Oh, Hivemind, you got Ride. I've heard good things about Ride. That's the one I've seen some really hilarious gifs of. All right. So Kenzo, let's just get you down here. Because nobody has anything to do. Oh, why are you puking, dude? Oh, is he pissing? What is he doing? Oh, the log didn't record that. Alright. Oh, berries? There's some berries. Yeah, it has a hole in it. You got Ride. It's your 4 favorite bikes. The Yamaha R3, the KTM 390 RC, and the Honda CBR 300R. I haven't seen any footage of the bikes in that game. I've always seen people driving the rally cars. The dirt rally cars. Look at this, we got nice convenient growing zones here too. We can already start with that right now. Oh, interesting. All right. Weird. We'll take it. NPC mount spot. Cool. Alright, we'll get into that later. No. Oh, our dog is called Angry? That's cool. Poppy, make yourself useful, please. Alright, survival meal. Shizuka. Okay, great. Hive mind, I'll check out that. Let me get you and see that tomorrow. If that's good. Because I'm going to play a little bit of this and then call it a night myself. Because it's starting to get late. Why is Fernandez still puking? Bro, are you okay? Unloading inventory. Yeah, you sure are. Oh, Pink, you did, Rage. I'm sorry. Sunday morning, are you doing anything? Because a friend of mine who I've met streaming Microscope stuff, she lives on the other coast. And so she never gets to see my Microscope streams over here on the West Coast. So I'm definitely doing one Sunday morning with a fresh sample. Would you be able to make it there? Because also these samples are, they're a little bleh right now. I need to find some better freshwater locations to pull. Yeah, I need to go to the slough for sure. And you know what I should do? If we go out to the slough, I should bring my microscope with batteries in it so I can double check, you know, the quality of certain samples. What time-ish Sunday? I'll usually go live around between 7:30 and 8 a.m. Pacific time on a Sunday, depending if I, observe my alarm and get my butt out of bed. All right, so we got the garden coming together. Oh no, you shouldn't have planted those. We need rice, you dum-dum. Amarillax. Amylarix. Oh boy. We're going to start with rice. Yeah, I think that's true, Hive Mind. But yeah, Rage, you can go on my Twitch here, actually. If you go to my clips, you can see I've made a bunch of clips of... Go to clips of my channel or clips... Yeah, that's how you would look at it. Clips of Del Maximum, and then go to all clips and look by chronologically, because I just clipped like 5 from last stream. All right, we need to get to work on zone plan. Is the planner in the zone? Bye. Have a good night, Rage. I'll see you next time. Plan. There it is. Okay, well, first off, we're going to finish. I like this better. So we will finish building this room. And then we'll gut this, and then we can convert this space into our storage and kitchen. External. Oh, I love it. External furniture. Now, is there is there somebody who's familiar with this mod stack? Are there refrigerators? Because that's going to change a lot about how I choose to design my initial buildings. Am I going to need to make a big freeze ice room, or are there refrigerators? Well, I need to research them, obviously. Poppy and Shizuka, or rather, Poppy and Kenzo. I forget, man, who's who now. It's been so long since I made them. It's sort of a Swiss Family Robinson, where you've got a little family unit and then Fernandez, who's an outsider. But they're all really, really good. Fernandez has been puking all over the place, though. I think I'll probably need to start with an ice room regardless, because if there are refrigerators, I will not have them researched right away. So it's going to take that, at least. I'm big on planning. I really like to have a firm idea of what I'm going to be doing. So I just like to get an idea of all of that generally before I get too far committed to any one design. So that'll come across there. And then we'll be fully encased. An ice room is always better than refrigerators. Well, I don't need to make a 10 by 10 ice room though, because I've got higher stacks, it looks like. Right? Like, if I asked you to... Yeah, he'd merge all the steel. Nice of them to leave tables out for us, though. And a sculpture. A stele! Hey, that's just the thing that we were talking about. They found that stele for the ancient Turkish kingdom, possibly King Midas himself. I still don't know how they can claim that that's actually the King Midas. It don't make sense. We're gonna scavenge these walls here. You stay away, bear. The Shungite Monument, that's what we'll call it. Absolutely. the Pogastel. The Pogstel. I don't know if it's Stel or Stele or exactly how that's pronounced, but it's fine. Let's do some dumping stockpile. Oh, hello, lots of steel. Get it. Get it. We need it. Alright, so tell me if this is an outdated strategy, because I know some strategies that probably won't matter because of the mods I have, but laying down stockpile zones outside of where your walls are going to go, not important here, but it works as a fire break so that my early wood walls won't be as vulnerable to fire. Is that right? I don't know. Tear that down. What are these anyways? Limestone walls, so we're going to want to build. Depends what items you have in the stockpile. I usually set these to go, I think I don't want any corpses, obviously. I usually will set a chunk only stockpile, pardon, and I won't allow corpses. Like that. Oh, we don't have anywhere to sleep. Okay, so there's a little garden happening here. Now, if I recall, I want my living quarters in between my workspace and my kitchen so that there's a natural flow. So if this is going to be, we could call this my freezer area. We can expand it. No, that's not going to work. We put the freezer here. I think I might be too tired to plan a base, guys. Let's just get a foothold, and I will plan this base out when I have more neurons working properly. Because I know I'm going to start confusing myself, and then I'll start undermining my own progress very soon. She's probably stupid. I shouldn't... Yeah, it's probably a waste of Poppy's energy to be moving stones right now when she should be planting and gardening and crap. Guys, it's probably time for me to throw in the towel for the night. We've passed the midnight hour, and it's Tuesday. Were it Friday, I'd crack in an energy drink, and I would lean into it. But I know that it's not going to go well for me. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I must make a responsible decision. I gotta do it. Yes, but I'm not gonna leave it just like that. We gotta raid somebody. We gotta continue the raid train. Let's see here. Don't go just yet. Don't go just yet. Raid train. I got raided. I would be remiss if I didn't take the raid onward. Okay. I don't know if I have any option. I don't know if I have no options. I don't know why I'd have no options, but I've never heard of Enzigojira. A Kiwi Godzilla? Am I reading this correctly? Let's take a look. Playing some Skyrim. Cool, he's only got just a few viewers? Yeah, let's go get him. First, let's spy on him. This is what happened to me. I'm Nim right now. This is what happened to me. He just went, all right, let's go look at this guy. Chat.
Where are the other two? For fuck's sakes, where are they?
Be a memer and Shrek on noobs. Are you guys okay with that? That's a great chat rules. Be a memer and Shrek on noobs. I hope if Nims people here, if Nims memers can't handle these rules, then I don't know what to tell you guys.
Well, they disappeared. Where the fuck are they?
Yeah, I like him. Let's just say hello first. Test the waters.
Hey mate, how are you? Welcome to the stream. How are you? Oh snap, dropping them big emotes. Where are these guys gone, dude? Honestly, wolves are fucking like taking my life force and draining them very hard. Yeah, whatever. You killed a fox, you bastard, dude.
Yeah, get that fox.
That's what you get.
Alright guys, let's go get him.
Where are these
Thanks
guys
for the
gone, dude?
recommendation, Guillotine. This guy's fun. I think you guys will have fun with him. Be nice to him. Give him my love. Let him know that I love him. And have a good night. And I love you guys.
I took a few screenshots.
Really do.
It's so beautiful, you know.
Good night, everybody. We'll do more again soon.
Where are we
Take care.
going?
Yes, more. Well, I almost called it Rocket World. I'm tired.
Show you roads on this. Izzy and
Good
Bell
night.
probably at
Next time.
Skyhaven by now. Well, they just fucking disappeared, dude. Bell Delphine, I get it. How's your night going there, Del? Good to see you. Good to have you. Good to. Oh shit! Rating of 13. Oh snap! Welcome to the stream, guys. How are ya? Thank you for the raid. I don't know why our default raid thing came up. Oh, Stavis Guillotine. There's a Microscopy in RimWorld. I am very new to RimWorld, so I do need to continue that stream. I only just started playing it like a week ago or something. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate that. Guillotine recommended me? Oh, thank you. And here I thought that we all just give each other shit. But here we are, recommending each other, giving each other the love of life, you know what I mean? What? Love to pass on the love. Gojira's a noob at RimWorld. Yeah, she did a good job helping me. I'm not gonna lie. She did real well. 1 second here. My Twitch seems to be a bit pilly right now. She's a star. She listens to some good fucking music too, so that's always a bonus. Oh, there's a cheeky little saber cat over there, isn't it? How was the stream though? Was it good? No, you don't know nothing. So good. I got a crash. You take these people. Thank you. Thank you for that. You have a good night and thank you for the raid. Ship up or ship out? Oh yeah. Why is this saber cat just running away? Come back to me. Microbes are talking about some history stuff. Much love. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Have a good night. The dragon? Oh, for fuck's sakes, mate.